But we don't. Most Black Americans don't have direct DNA or IBD matches to anyone in Nigeria at all. But I believe what you're talking about is the admixture results that give percentages like 70% African or 70% Nigerian. So I'm going to go back and explain it to you step by step so you can understand what I was trying to get at in that last video. So I was showing the chart that shows the admixed American groups and how two admixed American groups, ASW and ACB, are being categorized as African as opposed to American. And what you and many other people fail to understand is that these labels are created before anything is analyzed at all. Researchers determine a label, they determine a group. So they say the superpopulations are going to be the continents, Africa, Americas, Europe. They determine the populations. So Yoruba, Mendi, African descent in the Americas. They decide what those populations are first. They decide this before they test anyone's DNA, before they get coordinates, before they do clusters, anything at all. So when they're forming a reference panel and they're testing people to get the frequencies, when you have a group like ASW and ACB, they're creating the template of African. So why are you getting a similarity score of close to Nigeria or close to West African? It's because likely you are scoring close to groups that they have already labeled as African. The only reason you're matching the template is because you match the groups that they decided were African. If you took those same groups, if you took ASW and ACB and moved them over to the Americas, guess what? Your DNA profile would now say that you're 70% American if you are matching those two groups. Hell, if you were matching Yoruba and they moved Yoruba over to European, then suddenly you'd be 80% European. DNA testing is looking at allele frequency similarity. You are similar to a template. The template, though, is based on research decisions and labeling. If you were to change any of these populations and label them differently or switch them around, the template changes because it's how they're grouping them together to decide this is an African profile, this is a profile of the Americas, or even at a group, this is an African American profile, this is our Yoruba profile. None of these things just naturally exist in nature. So if ASW and ACB were properly labeled as post-colonial American groups and were in the admixed American groups like Puerto Ricans, like Mexicans in Los Angeles, as they should be, then people who have strong similarity to these reference groups would be showing up on their DNA outputs as a high percentage of American. So you have to wonder, if the labels are created before the genetics is even looked at, then what is the motivation for putting ASW and ACB in Africa?